Hello.
Good afternoon.
I am a little bit worried.
About what?
About inflation. In England it is running at 3 to 4% per year.
In America we have no inflation. We have denial.
I thought denial was just a river in Egypt.
No. Denial is the official policy of the Federal Reserve.
Well, the Bank of England's Monetary Policy Committee tries to keep our inflation below 2%.
2%? That is great. Does it work?
No, not at all.
Oh, I see. What goes wrong?
US monetary policy punishes savings. It forces investors to take risks.
That is correct. By artificially keeping rates low, the Bernanke makes it pointless to save. He is a genius.
What about people on fixed incomes? Don't they live off their savings?
Live. Hectares, that is funny.
So this Bernanke wants to force people to take risks.
If they don't, they are screwed. If your money is not working, it becomes relatively worthless.
The governor of the BOE is concerned that inflationary expectations will become ingrained in the system and lead to even higher inflation.
Yes, that is the Bernanke's plan.
That is a terrible plan.
Yes. I know.
Don't the American people realize what is happening to them?
No, the American people only realize, when co-ops is over, that it is time to watch American Idol.
In the United Kingdom, we are very concerned about systemic inflation. Our monetary base is not great enough to offset the massive US money printing.
The mass is relative to the velocity of the money. Our money is not moving through the system. It goes straight from the Federal Reserve to the investment banks and then into commodities.
Why would they do this? It is ruining the global economy.
The Bernanke does not care about the global economy. The Bernanke cares about Lloyd Blankfein's bonus. Lloyd just got a huge raise, so things must be better.
No, they are not better. 1 million people are marching in Egypt today to say things are not better at all.
The Bernanke does not care about them. Core inflation is under control.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
How can you say you'll have low inflation when every other country in the world has high inflation?
Over the past 30 years, the federal government has made a lot of changes to the way it calculates inflation. Each change in methodology has come with plausible-sounding justifications. But, as if by magic, each change has had the effect of flattering the numbers. Funny, how convenient that is for them.
Shadowstats says, if America still calculated inflation the way they did when Jimmy Carter was president, the official inflation figures would look about as bad as they did when Jimmy Carter was president. According to normal calculations, if we counted inflation under the old system, the official rate wouldn't be 1.5%. It would be closer to 10%.
Under our official government calculations, if the price of a steak goes up, the government calculates that you will buy hamburger instead, and presto. No inflation.
No way.
Yes, way.
Is it really a government, or did they just leave the telly on some children's program?
I believe Captain Kangaroo and Bozo would have done a better job than these clowns.
What about Apple computers? We all know Macs are expensive. We also know Apple doesn't discount. The cheapest Mac laptop today costs $999. A few years ago, it also cost $999. So the price is the same, right?
No. Not according to Uncle Sam. Using a piece of chicanery called hedonics, Uncle Sam calls this a price cut. His reasoning is as follows. You're getting more for your money. Today's $999 Mac is lighter, fancier and faster than last year's $999 Mac. So the government calculates that the real price to the consumer has actually fallen.
You are freaking kidding me.
No, really. That is what they do. Trust me, I'm good with math.
Is this how the Fed justifies its insane policies that are destroying the world? Are these people central bankers or supercriminals?
Criminals. The Bernanke is flooding the world with extra dollars. They have doubled the size of the monetary base in just 2 years.
Has the amount of goods and services produced also doubled?
No, not at all.
But a dollar bill has no intrinsic value. Dollars are only worth something because you can exchange them for a haircut, or a pair of shoes, or a book from Amazon.com. If you drastically increase the number of dollars without a commensurate increase in the number of goods and services, each dollar must, by definition, be worth less.
Relatively speaking, of course.
Isn't that the very definition of inflation?
Not to the US government.
Did they not also define ketchup as a vegetable?
Yes, it was a good one too.
I am ashamed my family ever owned that country.